Hey guys, Dr. J here. In the previous episode, we completed the Burial at Sea Episode 1 DLC and found out why Elizabeth was acting so strange, and who Booker really was. Now let's start the second part of this DLC. Right, so we're back here again. As with Burial at Sea Episode 1, we need to choose downloadable content from the main menu and then go to Burial at Sea Episode 2. This time we must select 1998 mode as the difficulty level, because there is an achievement for completing the game on the hardest setting. I'll explain what the name of the difficulty level is referring to in just a bit. But first, I'll let you enjoy the intro sequence.
Sally, come out!
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Looks like this is a direct sequel to the previous episode. Or maybe not. Paris, huh? Liz finally got her wish.
Yes?
Quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept...
Je vous en prie. J'insiste.
Thank you.
Are we actually playing as Elizabeth? That's kinda cool. I wonder what kinds of fun stuff we can do with the tears. Still, what are we doing in Paris?
Bonjour, Monsieur Surratt.
Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui.
I guess we just walk around for a while?
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour, mon petit trésor.
Je vais te croquer. Bonjour.
Okay, these people are a bit weird. They seem way too nice. In fact, this whole place is way too colorful. It looks surreal. Maybe Liz went to a universe where Paris is like an idealized dream.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Anyways, I guess we just need to walk around some more before something happens.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Yeah, come to Paris, where everybody knows your name.
Bonjour, mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
I'm guessing Liz is the jolie petite américaine.
Bonne journée. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Yeah, this place definitely feels weird.
Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude.
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies filles.
Viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth.
I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bien le bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je peux vous vendre tous les livres que vous voulez. Et pour pas cher en plus.
Do you have The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton?
Désolé, ma petite, celui-là n'a pas encore été écrit.
Right, well, this confirms it. I'm not sure if this is even a parallel universe. She's probably just dreaming.
Comment allez-vous?
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Roquefort, camembert, brie de meaux, les meilleurs.
It does seem kinda fun though. If it actually exists, this is probably a good place for her to retire.
Bonne journée, mademoiselle.
And now we're in a Disney movie.
Oiseau ou la cage? Oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
That's way too much symbolism. Is that Sally?
Sally? Sally!
And just like that, we're now in a nightmare.
Sally, wait!
Yeah, looks like this was all just a dream. We still need to catch up to Sally in order to wake up, I guess.
Sally, stop!
I guess in the
Sally,
dream
where are you
Liz forgot
going?
how to run.
Sally,
An
hold on!
ace and a transorbital lobotomy. I don't think this is just to make the place look creepy. It probably means something. The Archangel Columbia? I thought this was supposed to be Paris, though it would make sense if this is just a dream.
Where did she go?
And now it's Booker's office? The vent heat control? Why is she dreaming about that?
Go away. It wasn't my fault.
Well,
I didn't do anything!
you kinda did though.
No! It wasn't my fault! Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
I guess this was our nightmare fueled by her guilt over using Sally for her revenge. What's that sound? What the hell is going on here?
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker? What?
Say,
I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Why are we back in Rapture? And why doesn't she just open a terror and kill these bastards? And most importantly, how is Booker alive? Again!
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Yeah, like I said, this was exceptionally ruthless for Elizabeth.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Not vague at all. Okay, how do we get out of here? Alright, I promised I'd talk about the 1998 mode. Just like 1999 mode, which was a reference to System Shock 2, 1998 mode is a reference to another game that Ken Levine worked on, Thief: The Dark Project. It was released in 1998, as you might have guessed. This mode does not only make the game more difficult, but it actually changes the gameplay quite significantly. We will only be able to use non-lethal weapons, and similarly to Thief, there is a stealth mechanic that we will have to learn to use.
I was in Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
I wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Su Chong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
Having conversations with yourself is usually not a sign of good mental health. So yeah, about that stealth mechanic, it's not as comprehensive as Thief, since light sources don't really matter, but enemies can hear you and we will be making a different amount of noise depending on how we walk and on what we walk.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Oh my God. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up at the same place, I don't see the harm in enjoying the ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
So, she's just a normal person now. Damn. Liz sacrificed everything just to save Sally?
You're trading omniscience and croissants for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
To be honest, I don't think I would have chosen to go back here if I was in Elizabeth's shoes.
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Suchong.
Wait a minute. Suchong knew about the tears. He was stealing technology from them. Maybe he has also created a machine like the one the Lutesses were using. That could be a way out of here. I can't believe Liz would just get herself exiled in Rapture just to save a single little girl. I mean, she's already a little sister. Besides, Jack will eventually come and save them all anyway. There must be some reason why she chose to come back here and lose all her powers. This elevator ride is taking quite a while. Finally, we've arrived, wherever this may be.
Mark my words!
Great, there are splicers around and we still don't have any weapons.
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy, I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
You're not getting out of this deal.
Moving through water or broken glass, for example, makes a lot more noise than the carpet we are currently walking on. Same goes for moving crouched compared to running.
You want to get the drop on him, and quiet. Shh. He can't hear what's only in your head.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
We also saw an indicator above his head. If it turns red, they know exactly where we are and will start attacking. In this state, we won't be able to knock them out with a skyhook. As long as it's not red though, we can knock them out even if we're standing in front of them.
Turn to mud. Get them young enough.
Here's another one that we will easily be able to knock out.
Now, let's get its lockpick.
Before opening the door, let's explore the rest of this place. As in all other Bioshock games, we'll have to find all the audio diaries in order to unlock an achievement. It's called The Whole Story in this DLC. Ah, that's interesting. As Elizabeth, we can enter the vents. We may find some useful items in them and perhaps even avoid some of our enemies. Or use it to infiltrate the DARPA chief's cell. The possibilities are endless. Okay, where are we now? Looks like we can still get on those hooks with the skyhook. Oh, and if we do jump from one of those hooks, we need to crouch just before hitting the ground, otherwise we will be making quite a lot of noise. Now let's open the lock.
Lockpicking can be easy, with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
So there's a lockpicking minigame in this DLC. Pretty neat.
Simple enough, just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
As you might have guessed, there is an achievement related to lockpicking. We need to gain 5 noisemakers by hitting the blue pin on 5 locks. This one didn't have any, but the others will. A health kit, good. We do need to replenish our health. Also, we can actually carry health kits. That's pretty handy. I guess it makes up for not having a shield. Ryan the Lion?
Isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the parasite. You must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the lion says.
Okay, enough brainwashing. Let's find a way out of here. We have a couple of splicers beyond that door. And is that a crossbow?
Sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands. It's up to you.
Right, so the crossbow will be our only weapon in this DLC. Apart from the skyhook, of course. In total, we can carry 4 tranquilizer darts. It may not sound as much, and that's because it isn't. Thing is, we're not really supposed to use them against the splicers anyway. It's more of a last resort type of weapon, since we can knock them out with a tranquilizer bolt even if they've already been alerted to our presence. Still, there will be times when we'll have to use it, if a splicer is otherwise unreachable. Okay, now let's find the other splicers here and knock them out as well. Although we don't technically need to, I don't feel comfortable leaving enemies conscious. This must be the kitchen. And there are several hooks up there. I wonder what we can see from up high. Ah, there's another vent here. Let's see where this one will lead us. And this is an explanation about how if we crouch before hitting the ground, we'll make less noise. We got another health kit and a tranquilizer bolt. Perfect. There's another vent down there. I think I hear the splicer talking from beyond that door. Let's go check it out. Still can't see him. How loud is he talking for us to hear him from so far away? Ah, here he is. Now let's just sneak behind him and knock him out cold.
I thought Rapture was open for business.
Nice. Well, I think we're in the clear now. Let's continue exploring the rest of this place. At this point, I'm not looking for anything in particular. We need all kinds of supplies. Money, ammo, health kits, lockpicks, anything and everything will be useful to us. Obviously our main priority are the audio diaries. This is the only type of collectible we need. All other collectibles, like plasmids or upgrades, are not linked to achievements. That being said, I will of course collect all of them, since they will make our life easier. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. Okay, we are done in this section. Let's go through the exit and into the great wide world. Well, this is it for today's episode. Thank you for spending your time with me, and if you have enjoyed it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It will really help me a lot. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions, I would love to hear from you. Take care, and until next time.